Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So it was definitely so far past time for me to do an empties video, and this one is about to be very unhinged and crazy because look at all this. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot about each and every item. I'm just going to kind of go through them and show you guys all the individual empties I have. Before we get started, I did want to say whenever I was digging these out of my closet, I found this bag of empties on top of this bag right here. And this is just where I'm saving all of like my fragrances from this year that I have used up, and lip products and nail products. And so I put this in here from my other empties that I did, and I had it sitting on top of here. So it's possible that something could have fallen out of this and got in here. I just wanted to mention that. It was sitting upright, and it was kind of open a little bit like this when I found it. So I don't feel like anything fell out, but I did just want to mention that just in case. But either way, I am saving up all of my lip products and fragrances and nail products to see how many of those that I have used up over the entire year, which is something I did last year as well. So we'll get into it. The first thing that I used up was these Downy laundry sprinkles right here. These are some dishwasher packs that I get off of the dollar aisle at Dollar General. This is a really good deal, and I'm always on the lookout for these, and I try to get them every time I find them. I've got a huge like stockpile of these, and I do plan to buy more of them because there's 35 in a container for $1, so it's a good deal. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this LA's Totally Awesome laundry detergent with oxygen. We also used up this Equate Kids Bubble Bath. This was in the flavor or the scent Berry Blast. And by the way, I believe that I restarted my empties collection maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, because I think that's when I filmed my last empties video. So that's just to kind of help you gauge how long it took us to go through all these products. Okay, so the next thing that I used up was this Ensueño Original Fabric Softener. Extra Scented Bleach. This is another container of those dishwasher packs. I think one of those lasts me about a month usually. Okay, here's another one. So far there's 3 of those. I'm going to try to see how many I've got in here, but I think there's 3 in all. Okay, the next thing that I used up was this Bigelow Lavender Chamomile Herbal Tea plus Probiotics. Love this one. It's always a repurchase for me. Actually, I did not completely use these up yet. I actually filled up my little thing where I keep my teas. I'll show that to you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So at the start of every season, I always change out like all of my herbal teas. And I just changed this out for fall. And right here, I've got this little container. I got this at Dollar Tree where I put my teas in here. And this is where I put the remainder of those lavender chamomile teas that were in that box. So I haven't technically used them up yet, but I have emptied the box. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this foaming garbage disposer cleaner. I get this at Dollar Tree. There is another one from there that I have used, and it was by the Arm & Hammer brand, but I actually prefer this one, and I have repurchased this one multiple times. Bloom Greens and Superfoods. This is in the mango flavor. Got this at Walmart off the clearance aisle, and I was excited to find it for this price. But if you find it at TJ Maxx, you can find it for close to this price there as well. And I believe on my second container of this stuff right here. But the one that I'm using now is a different flavor. Okay, this is Natural Scents Carpet and Room Refresher. I get these from Dollar Tree or the dollar aisle at Dollar General, just wherever I find them. Okay, and then I went through this Sure Scent Smoke Odor Eliminator in the scent Fresh Linen. I'd really enjoyed this. It sounds like it still has some in it, but I think that this thing right here had messed up. So yeah, I think that's why I went ahead and did away with it. Okay, so next thing I used up was this Lady Speed Stick in the scent Shower Fresh. I loved the scent of this one, and I believe I got this one at Dollar Tree. I actually stocked up on a bunch of deodorants from there earlier this year, and I think I've gone through all of them at this point. Okay, so then I've got a thing of Fabuloso here. This is in the scent Orange. I use Fabuloso as like an all-purpose cleaner. Like in a bottle, I spray my counters down, I wipe my counters with it, and then I also put it in my mop bucket, and I also put it in my laundry. So that's how I use up my Fabuloso, and I use a lot of Fabuloso, and you'll probably see a lot more in this video. So I just wanted to give you an idea of what all I use that on. Okay, so this is a Brooks & Waters Fine Fragrance Mist in the scent Almond Blossom. Kind of smelled like a cherry blossom scent. Okay, and then I went through a candle. I think this is by that Sure Scents brand, the ones you can find on the dollar aisle at Dollar Tree. And here's another one. Let's see. I think this is probably either probably the same thing, or it could possibly be a Glade candle. But I feel like if it was Glade, then I would know that, because I feel like their little votives are shaped a certain way. So I think this might be one of those like dollar candles. Okay, so next is this Wizard automatic spray refill. I've tried several of the Wizard automatic spray refills, and none of them have really worked that well. So I probably would not purchase any more of these, because with Wizard, the products are usually hit or miss. So I thought maybe if I tried a different scent, it would work better. But so far, none of these have really worked, and I've used like 3 different ones, I think. So probably won't purchase any more of those. Here's another one. This was in the Ocean Blossom scent. I do like this scent, but the automatic spray refills are just not good to me. Okay, then we got some skincare here. This is the Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic Sleeping Pack. I do like these products, and probably if I was to repurchase any of them, it would probably be the moisturizer. I believe it's also in here somewhere as well. But yeah, they're pretty decent skincare products. So then I went through this Purex Crystals 2-in-1 in the scent Tahitian Breeze. Really like this. I love crystals, but I typically only purchase them if I have a coupon or if they're marked down. The best place usually that I find coupons for stuff like this is on the Ibotta app. So I will have that linked below, so you guys can go and download Ibotta. That way you can get plenty of coupons on like name brand items like that. Okay, so next is this Febreze Air Mist Pet Odor Fighter Fresh Scent. Really like this one, and I have multiple varieties of this. This one is one of my favorites. I do not have pets in my apartment, but pet odor eliminators tend to work better than other products because they have things, specific things in them to help kill certain odors. So most of the time, if I have the option to get a pet odor product, I will reach for that, because sometimes they do actually work better. So yeah. Okay, and then I went through this Purge hand sanitizer. Weird name, but okay. I also went through this little thing of Downy Unstoppables laundry sprinkles. This is Sweet Sunrise by Body Fantasies. Use that one up. Here is a fragrance solid air freshener in the scent Ocean Blossom by Wizard. This is another thing that was really hit or miss. These actually, though, some of them are good. And when I had these open in my room, I could smell them. And then some of them I can't smell at all. So that's what I mean when I say the Wizard products are hit or miss. These, I don't remember really being able to smell those ones that well. This is another candle that I believe I got off the dollar aisle at Dollar General, or possibly it came from Dollar Tree. I believe this is like the Sure Scents brand or the Wizard brand. And actually, you'll probably see a lot of these in this video. I tend to reach for the Wizard one. So most of them are more likely to be the Wizard brand because those to me smell better. They have more fragrance in them than the Sure Scents candles. So the next thing is this Airwick 24/7 Fresh White Flowers and Melon Summer Delights fragrance. This is one of those automatic spray refills. This one smelled kind of bad to me, so I definitely would not repurchase that fragrance, but I would probably repurchase like an Airwick refill. Okay, so then I have this Home Bright Professional Foam Carpet Refresher in the scent Pet Fresh. This is another one of those pet odor eliminator products. I get this one at Dollar Tree, and I usually always repurchase this. Sometimes I'll purchase like 4 cans at a time because I like to use it once a week. I don't always use it once a week, but that's what I like to do. And the way I do it is I just spray it across my carpet after I vacuum. Okay, and the next thing I used up was this LA's Totally Awesome laundry detergent. This is one of those air fresheners that you just set out like this, and you have to flip something back here to like activate it. I believe this is a Febreze one, and I think this is in the scent, this scent right here, the Pet Odor Fighter Fresh scent. Really love that scent, and I like these right here, and I usually always repurchase them. I know I've got some more in here that are like the generic ones. I believe I've got some generic ones in here. None of the generic ones have worked like the name brand. So I do love generic products sometimes, but in this situation with like these right here, I prefer the name brand thing. Okay, so this is an air freshener that you can also just set out. This is in the scent Bamboo Rainforest. This is by Citrus Magic. And I really like these because you just peel the top off of it. I like to stick it under here. That way I can show you guys later what it looks like when you purchase it. In case you guys want to go purchase it yourself. But you just peel it off, and I like to sit them in my closet. And these work really, really well, and they last a long time. Probably like 2 or 3 months. So, okay, the next thing that we used up was this Hask Keratin Smooth shampoo. Love the Hask brand. I've been using the Hask products for a long time. I don't use them consistently, but I've purchased them a lot and used them over the years. Okay, the next thing I went through was this Vitex supplement. That's just to help with like keeping your hormones regulated. This is another candle, probably one of the Wizard candles, if I had to guess, Wizard or Sure Scents. I got some skincare here. This is by the Huxley brand. This is Secret of Sahara Skin Glow Essence Vita Radiance. This is just a serum, and I liked this because I could put this on in the morning before I went to work, and it did not make my skin look greasy or oily. It just made it look glowy, which was really nice. So I enjoyed using it that way. However, this had a lot of fragrance to it. I don't mind fragrance in skincare, but this fragrance in this was like really overpowering. It didn't smell bad. It was just really strong. So I would prefer for fragrance not to be that strong in my skincare. So I have not repurchased this, and probably wouldn't because I just have other things I want to try. But I have recently repurchased a skincare item by this brand. Okay, the next thing I used up was this Advanced Nail Mucin Gel Cleanser. I've used a good bit of the CosRx products because when I purchased this, it came with like a whole like little set like this. This is the Advanced Nail Peptide Eye Cream. So these products are super hydrating, but I would not repurchase them because the highest ingredient on the list is snail mucin, and it's so hydrating, but it actually broke me out after I used these products consistently. And I've heard some people say this works for them. I've heard people say it ruined their skin. I've heard some people say that it ruined their skin because of like the acne that it caused. So would I repurchase these products? No, because I'm a person that does not have acne prone skin. I literally never break out. And if I do break out, it's very, very rare, and it's usually around a certain time of the month. A few years ago, I was still breaking out some around a certain time of the month, but now it just very rarely happens. I have very dry skin, so I don't have acne prone skin at all. These products were nice as far as getting everything nice and moisturized, but if I use them consistently, then they cause me to break out. So if you're a person that enjoys these products, but you do break out, I would say maybe you could keep them in your skincare collection and use them just when you want your skin to be a little bit more hydrated and moisturized. But if you're like me, this is not something that can be used consistently. So I do not plan to purchase these products again at all. I do still have some left that I plan to use up, but again, it's not something that I can use consistently. Okay, the next thing I used up was this Oilology Brightening Facial Oil. This is the Acacia brand, Pure Essential Oils. Rose Absolute. This one was pre-mixed with jojoba oil. I've had that for years and I just recently finished it. Okay, here are some oil plugs. This is the Airwick brand. I believe this is just one I got from Dollar Tree. This is another, it looks like another Dollar Tree one. Those are another thing that are hit or miss. The Dollar Tree oil plugs, you really just have to try different ones and see which ones actually work. This is a Febreze one. And we've got another oil plug here. I believe this one was a Dollar Tree one. Another Febreze one. And then this is the kind that goes in one of those automatic air fresheners, but it's not like the one that uses these right here. It's a different kind. And I've used up this one, which was the Airwick name brand, I believe. This one didn't smell too good to me. I think it was like almond and lavender blossom or something. Did not like that one. Actually, the one that's in there now is probably empty. I just didn't take it out. So I'll probably put that one in my next video. So this one, this is the Stir brand Real Fruit Punch liquid water enhancer. I used to really like these. I bought them all the time, but I recently purchased these and I found that I just don't really care for them anymore. So I'm not planning to repurchase those probably ever again. I just don't really care for them anymore. This is another oil plug. I believe I got these at Dollar General, and I think this is one that is this right here. I saved this packaging, and I believe that this one, I think this one went in here. If not, the ones that do go in here are probably somewhere in this pile. But I saved this because I wanted to show this one to you guys. You can get this one at, it may not have been Dollar General. I think it actually was Family Dollar. But these smell really good. This particular scent smells really good, and it worked pretty decently. Okay, here's a thing of Equate Beauty Dry Shampoo. Use that up. A lot of this is stuff that my daughter has helped me use up as well. Okay, here's another one of those Febreze air fresheners. This is the Air Mist Heavy Duty Crisp Clean. Really like this one. They also recently came out with a new variety of these right here, and I have that one and I really like it as well. Okay, here's the Equate Hydrogen Peroxide Topical Solution. I go through a lot of this, and I mainly use it to clean my produce. You just put a little bit in the water and put your fruit or your vegetables or whatever in there. So I go through a good bit of that. This is the True Living Scent Boosters. Smells similar to the Gain Fireworks scent boosters. Okay, here's another Carpet and Room Refresher Powder. This is another one of those like pet odor removers. This smelled really good, and I really liked this stuff right here. Kind of hoping they'll come out with another variety of that one too. And that's one that I just got off the dollar aisle, I believe. Okay, this is the Downy Rinse and Refresh Fabric Rinse. Really like this one. This is one of those products that I typically only purchase with Ibotta coupons, but I could have got this if it was marked down. I just don't remember. But if you want coupons to purchase like items like this, definitely download Ibotta and use the link in my description, because you'll get like some extra money in your account whenever you go through that link. Okay, so here's another thing of the Ensueño fabric softener. This is in the original. This is the Spring Fresh version. Let's see what, I was looking for that other one. I was going to say, oh, here it is. So they're both original. They're just different scents. This is that other one I had used up. This one is Violet Bouquet. Okay, so then we used up this foaming toilet cleaner powder. I think my daughter used this, but I think you just like shake it in the toilet and let it sit, and then you clean the toilet. I think that she wanted it because it reminded her of the pink stuff, and she was like a pink stuff fanatic for a little while, so we've bought a bunch of pink stuff for her. Or pink stuff, and also the like pink stuff dupes. So this is some more of like the in-wash fragrance boosters. This is in the scent Spring, and it came from Dollar Tree. Those smell pretty good. Here's a body wash that I used up. This is in, this is the Zest body wash, Lush Orchid and Almond Oil. I used that up. Okay, another carpet and room refresher in the scent Ocean Breeze. Another thing of Fabuloso. This is in the scent Ocean Paradise. I thought I was going to like this, but I think this is the one that I purchased and I did not like. Or it might be this one right here. Let's see. Oh, I think it was this one I purchased, and I thought I was going to like this one, but I did not like it at all. I also didn't really care for this one that much. They smelled very similar, but I want to say that this one was worse than this one. So yeah, I didn't like those scents, but I did use them and got my use out of them. Another thing of Fabuloso, this is Passion of Fruits. This one smells so good. I love the way this smells. Okay, and so then I also used up these Maro Smoothing Wrinkle Patches. So I used a face tape for a while. Really enjoyed it. But I have started using a pretty powerful eye cream, and it seems to be working really well, to the point that I don't really need these. So that's kind of what I'm trying to focus on, is use more powerful eye creams instead of having to use the face tape. Although the face tape does supposedly help over time, because it's supposed to help like retrain your muscles. And these worked pretty well, but I feel like the cream that I'm using, if it's giving me the same results, that it's probably going to be more lasting results, I would think. So that's more what I'm sticking to at this time. Oh, I will say that I have repurchased these many times. But again, I am trying to find more like eye creams that give more powerful results, as opposed to just repurchasing these wrinkle patches over and over. Okay, this is the hyaluronic acid one-shot ampoule mask. I had been seeing these on social media, and I finally got one and tried it. I got this from Dollar Tree. Just your typical sheet mask. Worked okay. Nothing amazing or out of the ordinary. However, these are the Medicube PDRN Pink Collagen Gel Mask. I use these, and I think these are pretty worth the hype. It's not something that I would repurchase over and over all the time, but they were pretty nice, and I enjoyed them. Okay, another thing of carpet and room refresher powder. This is in the scent Spring Fresh. Another thing of carpet and room refresher. This one says carpet and room deodorizer on it. This is by the Wizard brand, and this is in the scent Fresh Linen. I'm not too picky about carpet and room refresher. I just purchase whatever I find, and I like to try different things when I find different things. Okay, so next would be this Pantene Miracle Rescue Hair Revival Mask. Didn't notice any out of the ordinary results with this one. I just like to have a good mask as a part of my routine when I wash my hair. Okay, so here's another thing of this foam carpet refresher in the scent Pet Fresh. And another one right here. I think that makes like 3 or 4 total at this point. Okay, and then another thing of these dishwasher packs. Okay, and this is Honey Sunflower Scented Body Wash by the Crystal Waters brand. You can get this at Dollar Tree. I have the matching lotion, and I'm currently trying to use that up because I wanted to get that little set used up for like transition season and fall or whatever. Okay, here's the Andalou Naturals Creamy Cleanser. I'm always raving about Andalou Naturals, and there's usually one of their products in all of my empties videos. However, I did not like this, and because it seemed to make my face really red after I used it, it could have been something else I was using in conjunction with this, because I did have a peel I was using, and I found that that peel didn't work for me either because it caused a lot of inflammation. But I was pretty sure that even just using this by itself was making my face really red, and I just did not like that. So I wouldn't repurchase that product. Okay, the next thing I used up was this Sweetest Song Fine Fragrance Mist by Bath & Body Works. Love this. I had the entire set, and I'm still working towards using up the other products in the set. Okay, the next thing I used up were these Ceramidden Skin Barrier Moisturizing Mask. I think these are probably my favorite facials that I have used by Dr. Jar. Really like them. And I recently found the moisturizer, the Ceramidden moisturizer. It's somewhere in here. It came, the pack that I purchased had like, the pack that I purchased had like 3 things of moisturizer in it. And so I know for a fact there's one in here. I just don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay. This right here. This actually does what it says. It says Skin Barrier Moisturizing Cream with 5 ceramides and panthenol. So on nights that my face has been like really inflamed or red, I would use this and it really helped. So I don't think it worked as well as the facial did as far as the overall appearance of my skin. But as far as like the redness, it really helped so much with that. Okay, so here's this Jergens Moisturizing Hand Wash. I got this off the dollar aisle at Dollar General. This is the Home Line Linen Bliss air freshener. I got this at Family Dollar. Really, really good air freshener. Okay, here's another fabric rinse. Got this at Dollar Tree. Here's some more of the Madagascar Scintilla Hyalasica products. This was okay. Wouldn't repurchase it. However, this is the moisturizer, and it's a really good one. I would probably repurchase that and just keep it in my arsenal in case I ever just really want to use that one. Okay, next is this White Barn candle. This is in the scent Deep Blue Sea. And this kind of smelled like a men's cologne, and it didn't really smell that good, so would not repurchase. Here's a generic one of those little air fresheners that you just kind of like peel and sit. Like, I could not smell this at all. So again, I don't like the generic versions of those. Here's a Tide Simply All-in-One laundry detergent. A Garnier Fructis hair mask. Another oil plug. This is a candle that I got from Aldi's. I think this had a good bit of fragrance to it. Okay, so here is another one of those gel solid air fresheners. A Dollar Tree candle. Here's another one of those candles that's either from Dollar Tree or the Dollar Aisle at Dollar General. Here is a candle by Yankee Candle, and this is in the scent Tropical Sky. This one smelled pretty good. Now I want to go ahead and show you guys this one and get it out of the way because it's broke. It was already broke, and then it broke again after I set it right here. After I show it to you guys, I'm going to bag it up and go throw it away. So this was in the scent Catch a Wave, and this smelled really good like inside the container, but once you burn it, to me, I couldn't really smell this at all. So wouldn't repurchase that one. And I do have an oil plug that's down in there too, and I believe that's one of those home line oil plugs that I showed you guys earlier. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this Suavizante Sunshine Scent fabric softener. I believe this came from either Dollar Tree or the Dollar Aisle at Dollar General. Okay, I used up some more scent beads. This is in the scent Orange Blossom. Smelled good. I used up this 2-in-1 Lysol Power Clinging Gel. This worked pretty good, but once I finished with this one, I had a Clorox one in my cleaners stash or whatever, and that one seems to work even better, so I would not repurchase that one. This is the Gold Bond Neck and Chest Firming Cream. I repurchase this every time I run out of it. I don't always run out and repurchase it. Sometimes I'll just use what I have on hand until I'm going skincare shopping again, and then I repurchase this one. But this is probably the best neck cream I have found, and I have tried more expensive neck creams that, you know, were around like $100 or so. Ended up returning them because I did not see any results, but this is a pretty decent one right here. Okay, this is the Village Naturals Therapy Comfort Mineral Bath Soak. I got this at Dollar Tree. I recently used that up in a bubble bath. Okay, here's a perfume that I used up. This is Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. This is a dupe of that perfume. Okay, and then I used up another dupe perfume by the same brand. This was inspired by Versace's Bright Crystal, and I used that one up. I pulled out a bunch of perfume around the time that transition season was starting, and I just used those. A lot of the ones that are in here are those that I pulled out and used up because a lot of them went really well with the body mist that I was using for transition season. So here's another one. This was just a cheapy perfume that maybe costed like $2 or $3. I was looking through my perfume collection, and I have another like cheapy dupe perfume that's named this, but I don't think they're the same thing. Like, I think they're probably actually by completely different companies. The bottles look completely different, but I just thought that was funny. And again, I don't think they're the same thing, but so I have this bottle, extra strength fish oil by GNC. I'm not super picky about fish oil. I typically, as you can see, I got this at TJ Maxx, and I typically just get whatever I find at TJ Maxx or anything I find on sale anywhere else. And that's usually how I buy my fish oil. Here's another one of those cheap candles. This one, this is what I was saying earlier. This is the Glade candle container. See, that's what it looks like. It has a certain design. So yeah, this is a Glade candle. And then I have this one right here that came from Five Below. This one was cute. It had little gummy looking candy bears across the top of it. So it was pretty neat. Okay, and then I used up another bottle of these laundry sprinkles. This is in the scent Blue Sparkle. I also have the matching liquid fabric softener of this. I just haven't used it up yet. Okay, so here is a lip oil. So this is the Roll-On Anti-Aging Lip Gloss. This one contains retinol, and I got a pack of these at the beginning of the year, and then I also got their lip gloss that's more like a lip plumping lip gloss. It's got like a little wand in it. So I used this one up, and the one that is similar to this that was in the same pack, I believe it's got a slightly different scent and supposedly has like a different like benefit or whatever. I loved this one so much. I don't necessarily think that it was super anti-aging because the retinol is not very high up on the list, so I don't think the retinol that was in here really did anything. But this just smelled really good, and it was just a nice gloss, a nice lip gloss. And so I used this one up. I do have the other one that came in the pack. If you go to Dollar Tree a lot, you've probably seen these. And then, like I said, I have the one that's got like the little wand in it, and that's the one I'm currently using up. And all of them have like a different scent and sort of I want to say the taste is even a little bit different too. So I really enjoyed those. So then I've got this bottle of Dove Bond Strength Damage Therapy Shampoo. Used that up. This is the L'Oreal Advanced Hairstyle Lock-It Extreme hair gel. I cut this bottle in half. That's why it looks like that. This is the best hair gel I've ever used, but I don't think they make this anymore. I'm sure there's probably a repackage of it. I'm just going to have to look around and see what I can find. I could probably even find this one if I Googled it and hunted for it. But yeah, this was a good hair gel. And then here's another candle. This is by that Cosé Place brand that you can get from Dollar General. This was the Love Rosewater and Strawberry scent. It smelled really good. Okay, and then I've got one of these things. It's like it comes with like the oil in it, and you put the sticks down in there and it diffuses the scent. I could smell this pretty well actually once I put it out in my bathroom. Had these little flower things in it, and I got this from TJ Maxx. Okay, here's another deodorant. This is one of those that I got from Dollar Tree. This is in the scent Wild Freesia. I really liked both of those. They both smelled really good. Or I want to say one of them smelled really good and the other one just wasn't that great. I can't remember. Okay, here are the Glad Force Flex Max Strength Cherry Blossom Trash Bags. I didn't really like this scent better than the other scent. I just bought these because they were pink. But I've repurchased these, and the bags I'm using now are blue, and they have a different scent to them. But yeah, I have found that the really good trash bags like this are just, they're just a better option. I do keep the cheaper ones on hand, and I use those as well. But I've started trying to buy the good trash bags when I can. So, okay, so here's some of the laundry sprinkles. This is the Snuggle Super Fresh in the scent Morning Breeze. Another thing that I probably got with Ibotta coupons. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Okay, this is the Roma laundry detergent. This was just a small bag that I got, fairly cheap. I just wanted to try it out. I do still have some of this in my laundry room. I have it in a container, and I haven't completely used that up, but I emptied the bag and put it in the container. Okay, so then I've got this Clorox Fragancia dish soap. This was just a rose scented dish soap that I used up. Okay, here are the High Sarah Daily Skin Hydration dietary supplements by Ritual. Now, if you're on social media, if you get on social media at all, at some point you've probably seen these. They're like 50 bucks a bottle, and they, you know, claim to have all these benefits. They'll have your skin glowing, they'll plump your fine lines, this and that. I used like, I think 2 bottles of these and saw no difference whatsoever. And I have like a supplement by the Ollie brand that's a skincare supplement. I've gone through a bottle of it before, and it was only like not much at all. I just recently repurchased a new bottle for like $7.99, and I actually get visible results with that. So if you're thinking about purchasing this, I mean, I haven't seen it around in a little while. I mean, it's probably been a few months since I saw it on social media. But I know for a while this was like really trending and everybody was hyping it up. To me, it was definitely not worth the hype, and I would not purchase this because there's some that are much cheaper that work so much better. This is another one of those Febreze air fresheners. This was a gel solid air freshener. I don't know which one this was because the label's not on it. I used up this Tide Power Pod. I think there was like, yeah, there's only one in here. Used that up. This is the Christian Breton Paris Liftox 360 Degrees Eye Cream. This is just an average eye cream. It didn't really do anything, but it also did not make my eye area look worse. I will say there's some eye creams that do make your eye area look worse. So I have committed this year to using only higher end eye creams because I'm trying to find the best one. And the one I'm using right now is the Elastin eye cream, and it's probably the best one that I have used. But I just purchased this a while back because I was between eye creams and I had not found which one I was going to purchase next. So I had got this at TJ Maxx for like $6.99 or something. It did the job as far as keeping everything hydrated, but it's not one that I would repurchase. Okay, and then the next thing I used up was this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Multi-Recovery Complex Serum. This is really good stuff, and I noticed a difference right away when I started using this. And I would probably repurchase this. However, I just purchased the Clarins Double Serum. So I'm on that one right now, and I'm using it. And I'm trying to compare and see which one I like the best. I really like both of them, though. So I don't know yet if it's one of those things where I'm just going to pick one and stick with it, or if I'm going to go back and forth and try other things. But I really like this one, and I also like the one that I'm using now as well. Okay, then we used up this Disney Frozen 2 perfume. That was just like a fresh and clean scent. This is the Suave Essentials Antibacterial Body Wash. I really love the way this smells. This is the older bottle before they repackaged it. But yeah, I love love the smell of that. I probably will repurchase that at some point. But I don't know, because I have so many shower gels and body washes and things like that that I really don't need to purchase any right now. But if I was to go like stock up on shower gels and I needed to stock up or something like that, then I'd probably repurchase it. Okay, so these are the Wellbe gummy vitamins. These were my daughter's, and we discovered that they were out of date, and so I helped her finish them up, and we both took them. You can get these at Aldi's grocery store, and so I would repurchase these for her, but I actually repurchased some different ones that I found at Ollie's, I think. But these are pretty good, and if you're just looking for a gummy vitamin for your kiddo, this one's good. I recently purchased the Wellbe D3 gummy vitamins, and I'm currently using those. Like I said, I typically just get our supplements like wherever I find them for a good deal, and if I find something out of the ordinary I want to try, then I'll do that. But I don't really stick to certain brands unless it's something that's like very specific to my health. Okay, this was just a cheapy perfume that I think I got from like Five Below. Finish that up. This was the Victoria's Secret Bombshell Escape perfume. It was okay, but nothing to write home about. This was the Juicy Couture Malibu perfume. This is the lid that goes on it. It's a pretty cool lid. This little thing pops off right here. I don't know if that's meant to be like a kid's ring or what, but anyway. This was the Meaningful Beauty Anti-Aging Day Cream. This is essentially just a moisturizer with sunscreen. I had this in my skincare collection for a while, and I just recently used it up because I have tried to get into wearing sunscreen daily on my skin. I don't always do it, but I am trying to get more into doing that. This is the Shiseido Benefiance NutriPerfect Eye Serum. This is one of those more like higher end eye creams that I tried using. I didn't notice any results whatsoever with this, so I eventually started using it up as a moisturizer, and it seemed to work okay as that, but this is not something I would repurchase. Okay, the next thing I used up was this African Pride Olive Miracle Anti-Breakage Formula Olive and Tea Tree Growth Oil Treatment. I actually filled up a bottle with this in my bathroom, like a crystal looking bottle, and I just have it on my counter, and I'm going to use the oil as like a pre-shampoo treatment. But I have gone through bottles of this. I really like the way it smells. You can use it as a hair oil. You can also use it as a cuticle oil. It's just really good stuff. It's not something that I would slather on my skin because there are some questionable ingredients in here, but it also has some good ingredients, so I do like to purchase it from time to time. Okay, here are a couple of the Febreze oil plugs that I used up. This is the Golden Honeysuckle Candle, and I got it from Dollar Tree. This was the Beach Dreams Body Lotion by Goose Creek. Use that up. I used up a pack of these cotton rounds, and well, I technically haven't used them up yet, but I refilled my cotton round holder with these, and this was the best deal I have found. I got these at Ollie's. I want to say I found a deal very similar to this, or it might have been the same deal somewhere else after I found this, but typically I don't find cotton rounds for that cheap, so I'm gonna check at Ollie's again next time I go. Okay, this was a bag of magnesium bath flakes by the Lucky Super Soft brand. I got these off the dollar aisle at Dollar General, and I really like these. I actually used these yesterday. I was in a lot of pain in my body because I had done some things the day before that made me sore. I basically just cleaned my house all day and I got sore from that. But I used these in the bathtub, and these were really nice. This is a little bit different than like regular bath salts or whatever. It's not the same thing as like bath salts, and I want to say this was even a little bit more relaxing. So I really like these. I feel like these are gonna be a new guilty pleasure, and I am planning to like buy like a lot of them and just like stock up on them. I want to look though and make sure this is the best deal. I mean, it seems like it would be a good deal to me because it was only $1 for a pound, but I'm going to look around and see if there's better deals online. And if this is the best deal, I think I'm going to stock up on these because I really, really like those. Okay, so this is the Odo Ban Odo Fresh Carpet Odor Eliminator. Another one of the like pet odor eliminator products. I really like this. I got this at Dollar General. I think it was marked down from the original price, and then it was half off that. So I actually got several pet odor, or not pet odor, but carpet odor eliminators that day. Another bottle of Fabuloso. This is in the Spring Fresh scent. Wasn't crazy about that scent. Another bottle of laundry detergent. This is the Strivectin HA Hydrating Face Serum with hyaluronic acid. So if you look on Google, most places that are selling this online, it's like around $100. But I got this at TJ Maxx on clearance for 16 bucks, I think. And this actually worked really, really well. This is a really good serum. If you're like on a budget and you're finding this at TJ Maxx for a good price or like on their clearance aisle, I would say to grab this, because this is, to me, it's like a really good serum. Like if you're somebody who likes good skincare and you want good skincare for like a lower price, if you find this, I would say grab it, because it actually surprised me. It worked pretty well. So the next thing I used up was this Crest 3D White Toothpaste. This is the Natural Scent Sandalwood and Rose Carpet and Room Refresher. I really love the way that one smelled. Came from Dollar Tree. I will possibly repurchase that one. This is the Arm & Hammer Essentials Kids 3-in-1 Sea Monster Mango body wash. I believe I bought this for my daughter and she used that up. Here is a pack of the Sabarino Wrinkle Care Masks. This is one of their top sellers, which is why I picked it. These worked okay. Since using these, I have decided that I do like the Sabarino mask. I would assume that most of them give the same results. So I do plan to try a different variety when I purchase these again. But yeah, these were okay. I kind of am somebody who changes up my skincare routines every now and then. I was doing sheet masks like every single day, but right now I'm not doing them as often. But either way, I did like those. They're not the best ones I've used, but they were okay. Okay, here's a bottle of multi-purpose hair oil. This is by the Be Pure brand. Came from Dollar Tree. Smelled pretty good too. Here is a Family Beauty Hydrating Hand Sanitizer. We go through a good bit of these. The cheapest way I have found to purchase these is at Dollar Tree on the dollar aisle, but this one came from Family Dollar. Okay, here is a oil plug by Glade. Use that up. This is a candle that came from Ross. It's by the Portfolio brand. It says inspired by Japan. This had notes of bergamot, pink grapefruit, green tea, lemongrass, and ginger. This smelled really good. Really enjoyed that. Okay, so here is a bottle of the probiotic capsules by the Euro brand. I've seen these all over social media, and I have gone through many bottles of these, and to me, they're just like any other probiotic. So if you've seen these and you've seen that there's a lot of hype around them, to me, it's like basically the same thing as any other probiotic. And since purchasing that one, I purchased like some other brand. I don't even remember what I purchased, but I didn't repurchase that one. Okay, so got two things left here. These are both skincare. This is the Believe in Truth Aqua Balm Hydrating Toner. This is one of the best toners I have ever used, and I really want to repurchase this one. And then last but definitely not least, this is the Rodan & Fields Redefined Lip Renewing Serum. I say that it's definitely not least because this is probably the best lip product I have ever used, and I really love this. I do plan to repurchase this as I have repurchased it in the past. However, there are a few other things I want to try out before I come back to this one. Now, if I find something I like better, then I might stick with it. But this is a overnight serum that actually has things in it that does something to your lips. Like, it's not just like a petrolatum that goes on and keeps your lips hydrated. Like, this actually like heals your lips, especially if you have like anything wrong. This helps reduce like the little fine lines that's in your lips. And this actually like does something, and it does give more like, not really like instant, but more like long-term results. So I really love this one. And like I said, I do plan to repurchase this one, but I have some other things I want to try right now. Okay, y'all, so that was it. That is all my empties. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.